Hello everyone, I hope y'all are doing great today. Today I bring one of my favorite recipes, ground beef enchiladas. And before I go about telling you how to make them, let me tell you, they are super delicious and they're simple to make. And if you don't know how to make them, don't worry, that's why I brought this video to you, especially for you, so you can know how to make these enchiladas for your family, for yourself, or for that man of yours. Anyways, starting off, I put the ground beef to cook because it wasn't thawed out completely. I seasoned it with salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. Just season it to your liking. And then I began prepping the guajillo sauce, which I'm using about 1 cup of water. I removed the upper part of the chile as well as clean the outside and the inside of the chile. That's going to take about 10 minutes to soften them up so you can make that sauce that gives these enchiladas such a great taste. Now in this cazuela, I'm actually going to add a little bit of corn oil. This is where I'm going to be making my Mexican rice. And let me tell y'all, I love using jasmine rice. Once you start using it, you won't go back to the regular one because it tastes so much better. At least that's my opinion on it. I get it toasty enough, but not burnt. Unless you like burnt taste, okay, that's fine. But get it toasted enough, and what I'm going to be doing is the sauce. So I'm using half a cup. I'll be using 1 cup of water, 1 small tomato, and about a quarter of an onion. So I'll be using about a quarter of an onion. And then I showed that earlier that I'm using Sazon goya. You can also use bouillon. And for the Sazon goya, they come in little packets. So I use about 2/3 of the packet to the full packet. Just know that it does have MSG. So if you're sensitive to that type of stuff, just look into it beforehand. Just giving you a heads up because I know if I eat too much of that stuff, then I don't feel too good. So just giving you a heads up. Now moving on to prepare the enchilada sauce, you're going to need to add the chiles in the blender. Add a little bit of the water that you use to boil them. Don't add all of it. Add about half a cup and add as need be. So you want to make sure that you also include 2 to 3 garlic cloves and season it with salt to your liking. Blend it all together. You don't want it to be like tomato sauce, but you don't want it to be like tomato juice. So find a good balance, like a chunky tomato salsa. Don't forget that. Chunky tomato salsa, something like that. That's the consistency I can describe it. Because if it's too thin, then it's going to completely fall off and not stick to the tortilla. And if it's too thick, it's going to clump up and be clumpy. Now, the next thing you want to do is actually get a cazuela, put a little bit of oil in it, and this is where you're going to be toasting your tortilla. There's some people that like to add the tortilla first to the salsa and then fry it, or you can fry the tortilla and then add it to the salsa. But it's a matter of preference. There's no right or wrong way. I like to first fry the tortilla, get it as crunchy as I can, and then add it to the salsa, which you'll be seeing shortly. And checking up on that rice. The first tortilla that I placed, the oil wasn't hot enough. So sometimes if it's not hot enough, it just like bathes in the oil and it doesn't taste good. So just keep that in mind. Now, ground beef is not the only way you can make these enchiladas. You can make them with potato. You can make them with chicken, cheese only. It's just a matter of preference. You could even bake them, make like a casserole. So like I said, there's many different ways to make enchiladas, not only ground beef. So I'll be topping them off with the ground beef, cheese, lettuce, and onion, and I'll be showing you shortly how they were made. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to show y'all once I got eating them. So please stay tuned.
So here are the enchiladas: lettuce, half a cup of rice, sour cream, enchiladas with ground beef and cheese, and topped it off with a little bit of...
Okay, so now I'm going to start eating these enchiladas. Let me tell you, they're so worth making. I started at I started at 3:50 p.m. and I finished at 4:40. So it did take me like 50 minutes. But it used to take me longer before, whenever I started. So practice does definitely speed you up. Too bad right now they got cold as I was serving them, but it tastes so much better than the canned enchilada sauce. Now it's convenient every now and then, but the sauce with the guajillo chile, let me tell you, it's really good. Delicious. The only thing that I'm missing right now is a big Mexican cola. Big Mexican. Okay, the only thing I'm missing is a big Mexican Coca-Cola, but I need to stay away from that sugar, so I'll just drink water. I could have gotten a Coke Zero. It was so good. The ground beef, it kind of burnt a little bit. You could use chicken, you could use potato. Did I already say queso fresco? Yeah, you can use queso fresco. You can make yourself a pico de gallo. You could serve it with beans. I like to serve it with rice. And rice came out really good. I think enchiladas for me, they taste better with rice. That's the way that I got used to. Just make them to your liking. And like I said, they're definitely worth making. Oh, I need to share with you. Let's give you some. Let's give you some. Open your mouth. Was it good? Oh, sorry. Oh, and they're not spicy because guajillo isn't spicy. You can add chiles and stuff to it if you're the person that loves spicy stuff. Delicious. So good. Until next time, I hope y'all enjoyed this video.